Hi Kids Club, welcome to week 2. So excited that you guys can be online with us today. I'm in the kitchen and I've got some things here to help us cook, and I've got my friend Milky. Say hi, Milky.
Oh, hi kids, how are you going?
It's so good. Hi Milky, it's so good that you can be with us today.
Oh, it's so exciting. Hey, Johanna.
Yeah?
We're gonna do some cooking.
Yeah?
Cool. How are we gonna do that?
Well, what we're going to do is I've got a recipe over here that I'm going to go and get, and we're going to make a cake. Now I've got my flour, I've got my milk, I've got my eggs over here.
Oh, sweet.
Now I'm just going to get some things to help me measure it, but maybe you can tell the kids that Bible verse that you've been learning this week from 2 Timothy.
2 Timothy. All scripture is God-breathed and useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training in righteousness. 2 Timothy 3:16.
Well done, Milky. You got it. And have you guys remembered that at home?
Well, I hope so.
It'd be very good if you did, and if you did, you can record it and send it to us, and we'll watch it.
Oh, cool.
Now, Milky,
Yeah.
I've got my recipe.
Yeah.
What we're going to do today is we are going to make a cake.
Oh,
Now,
cool.
I've got my recipe here.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want you to get messy.
Yeah.
So, what I'm going to do is I'll do the flour and maybe you can do the milk and the eggs.
Okay.
So, Milky, I've got my recipe here,
Yeah.
and I'm going to start with some flour. So, I'm going to get 2/3 of a cup of flour.
Yeah.
Nice, like that.
Yeah,
and I'm just
yeah.
going to pop it in. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to preheat the oven while I remember. Can you put in 2 eggs?
2 eggs. Okay. You want me to put in 2 eggs?
Yes, please, Milky.
That's 1. That's 2. I think we should have just 1 extra egg. So that's 3 eggs. 3 eggs in there. Yeah.
Milky, what? You didn't listen. I said 2 eggs.
Oh, I think it'll be good.
Alright, that's fine. Okay. And then we need, so I'm going to go and grease the pan.
Yeah.
While I'm greasing the pan, I'm going to unscrew the milk for you.
Oh, thanks.
Now, I only want you to pour in
Yeah.
250 mils of milk.
250 mils.
Yeah.
Oh, but I love milk. I'm just gonna look, kids. I think I want to put all the milk in. Oh, yum. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yum. Okay, I got the milk. What's next?
Milky, did you put all the milk in?
Yeah. Milk is so yum. I put all of it in. Yum.
but I told-
Yum.
I told you to I only told you to put 250 mils in. Did you not listen?
But milk is so good.
Alright,
It's so good.
Let's see. I'm gonna. Milky, did you take the eggshells out?
No, I just put the eggshells in. Dude, you told me to put the eggs in there, so I put in 3 eggs.
I suppose you did. Well, you didn't really listen because you put 3 eggs in, but I suppose you did listen to me there. Alright, I'm mixing this up nice and good.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
then,
We're gonna put it in the oven?
well, we've got to pour it in our pan first.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yum. Oh, kids, this looks so yum. I can't wait to eat it. Yum. How does it look? Can you show the camera how it looks?
Well, that's the empty thing. Let me see. Sorry, Milky, I'm just going to have to get past you there so I don't get any on you. Can you guys see that? Alright, I'm going to pop it in the oven.
Cool. Let's come back and see when it's done. We'll see when it's done, kids. Yes.
Well, let's do something while we wait, Milky. Do you want to meet a new person?
Yes. Let's
All
meet
right.
a new person.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, bye. Bye. See you soon. Bye.
Hey Milky, it's Matt. I'm one of the leaders here at Kids Club. I'm so glad that you're joining us for Kids Online. Now, I know that when you meet people, you like to ask them 3 questions, so I'll answer those questions for you. My full name is Matthew Charles Shannon. I'm 26 years old, and my favourite drink is coffee. It's nice to meet you, Milky, and I love that you love meeting people. Remember, this term we've been meeting God in the Bible. So I just wanted to tell you that the Bible even though it's made up of lots of different parts, is still all about knowing God and being in relationship with Him. I hope you have fun learning that this week. Bye!
Did you enjoy meeting Matt?
Yeah, Matt's cool. He likes coffee, which isn't milk, but coffee has milk in it.
Yeah.
Yum, I love milk.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Well, Milky, did you listen to what Matt was trying to tell you that you were going to learn this week?
Oh, I did listen. He said lots of stuff. I was only thinking about coffee and milk though.
Okay, well, let me remind you, he was teaching us that the Bible has lots of different parts about it, but it's all about knowing one person. Do you remember? I was telling you last week who the Bible was about.
Oh, is it about milk?
No, Milky, it's about God.
Oh, God!
Yeah, and the Bible has lots of parts and it's about knowing God. But it's not just about reading the different parts. Like, it's not just about reading the stories or the prophecies or the Psalms or the letters or the Gospels, which are the stories of Jesus. It's not just about the Old and the New Testament or the 66 books that make up the Bible. And it's not really just about knowing God. I want to tell you a little secret.
What?
The Bible is about knowing God. That is true.
Yeah.
But it's also important that we listen to it.
Yeah.
Now, when we were making our cake, there was one thing that you weren't doing.
What was it?
You weren't really listening to me, were you, Milky?
Oh, I did my best.
Well, I said 2 eggs and you put in 3.
Oh, yeah. I just thought 3 would be better.
Yeah, but I was reading the recipe. I clearly knew better.
Yeah, okay.
Now, that's what kind of the Bible is about. God knows better than us. God has given us His word. God speaks to us in the Bible. It's all about knowing God, but we need to make sure we listen to it. Now, can I read a bit of the Bible for you and for the kids and explain it further?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a seat?
Yeah, I'll sit down.
Okay. Now, I'm going to read today from a part of James. Now, James is in the New Testament of the Bible, and it's towards the end, and I'm going to read you this part, and it's telling us a little bit about listening to God's word, listening to the Bible. It comes from James chapter 1, verses 22, and it says, "Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says." Now that's kind of like, don't just listen to me saying, hey, put 2 eggs in, or hey, put 250 mils in, because of course Milky listened to me. He has ears, he can listen, but he didn't do what I said. I knew better. I had the recipe, but he didn't really do what I said. And that's kind of like when we listen to God, or we read the Bible at church, or we read the Bible at Kids Club, but we don't do what it says. Now, there's lots of different parts of the Bible, and that's important for you to know because it's going to affect how you listen to them. You're not going to listen to them in the same way. If you're listening to a prophecy, that's going to tell you what's going to come, and a lot of the prophecies were about Jesus. They were telling us, there was prophets, which were God's messengers to God's people, telling us that the Messiah was coming, and that's in the Old Testament. You're going to listen to that a bit differently because you know that Jesus has come, and you're going to listen to poems and psalms and proverbs a bit differently to the way that you'll listen to the gospel, which is the story of Jesus, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Now, it's important to know all of the parts of the Bible, but what is the most important thing that I want you to remember is that don't just listen to the word, because that's going to just be silly if that's all that happens. You just hear it, you know that it's words, but you need to make sure you do what it says. Don't just listen to putting 2 eggs in the recipe, but do what it says. Oh, I can't believe that we've got that many eggs in our recipe. It's going to be interesting to see that later, but don't just listen, do what it says. Did you get that, Milky?
Yeah. I'm gonna not just listen, but do what it says.
Yeah, don't just listen to God's instructions, which are in the Bible, but make sure we do what it says.
Okay, that makes sense.
And that's part of knowing God in the Bible. We can meet God in the Bible, we can listen to him in the Bible, but we don't just stop there. We need to
Do what it says.
good remembering, Milky. Now, let's go check on your cake because I'm afraid of what it might look like.
Oh, let's go see. I think it'll be nice. It's got so much milk in it. It's like mainly milk.
I know it's mainly milk, but that's
Yum.
not what a cake is. That's more like a milkshake.
I love milkshakes.
All right, let's go check on your cake, Milky.
All right.
All right, Milky, let's have a look.
Oh, yum. It looks the same as before.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work.
Oh, no. Maybe I should have just done what you said after all.
Well, don't just merely